Liverpool 2, Brighton 1, Manchester City 0, Arsenal 0. The perfect results. It puts us 2 points clear of Arsenal, 3 points clear of Man City. We've got a +5 goal difference over Man City too, which could be big considering there's a 3-point gap. So absolutely perfect day for us. And it didn't start off that way, did it? I actually drove an hour this morning, 4:30 in the morning, to go to the Irish Times in Victoria. So watch the game with the lads there and girls there. And I'd literally taken my seat about a minute before kick-off, and two minutes later, we're 1-0 down. Brighton's first attack, and the ball literally, it breaks to Danny Welbeck, and he hit it. They must say it was a cracking finish. I think that could come to another 5 times. He wouldn't finish it like that, but it really was an excellent finish. But I wasn't too worried. Brighton, I've seen enough of Brighton this year to know that they allow a lot of chances on their goal, and with our firepower. But then, of course, as the game goes on, and you're missing chance after chance, and we'll get to the referee in a little bit. But it was getting frustrating. But then Luis Diaz sneaks in behind the defence and smacks it home. Fantastic finish, and you could sense the relief not only in the pub, in Anfield as well when that one went in. But it was still 1-1 at half time. Second half was more of the same. I mean, Brighton really didn't try to do much. I mean, after their goal in the second minute of the game, they had two efforts on target for the entire rest of the game, and that was after falling behind pretty early in the second half. So it was utter domination overall. It was more the frustration of how many chances we squandered, and that it got nervy at the end. But we came out second half. We were fast out the traps, and then an absolutely superb move. The ball, it fired in at pace by Szoboszlai. McAllister controlling it and putting it through to Salah, and Salah's curled left foot finish. It was a peach of a goal that put us in the ascendancy, and it still didn't change Brighton's approach at all. The only time they ever really had to go was like the last 10 minutes, and that wasn't so much. I mean, we were nervous as hell because that only takes a second to score a goal thing, but they never really looked like it, to be honest. I mean, Kelleher brought off one exceptional save, but then again, so did their keeper. Mo Salah I had 2 numbers 11 or 12 shots on goal, and their keeper brought off a cracking save from him. And overall, the numbers were we had 30 efforts on goal to their 8, and we had 9 on target to their 3, of which only 2 of them were after the first 2 minutes of the game. So it was a fully deserved win, and we go top of the table. The other result just finished. That's why I'm doing a video now. But it couldn't have gone any better, could it? City and Arsenal drawing, putting us clear with just 9 games to go. Now, I always say to myself when I'm going to do these videos, don't talk about the referee. just talk about the football. But I can't, because of the utter incompetence on display week in, week out from these referees. And this fella, this Coote, David Coote, has got to be the most incompetent of them all. I mean, there's always a debate, incompetent, corrupt. Well, I don't know if he's corrupt, but he's certainly absolutely incompetent. Brighton had a tactic of every time they had the ball, if a Liverpool player went near them, they fell over. And as a result, the fouls count in this game was we fouled Brighton 20 times. And they fouled us 6 times. 20 fouls to 6. Now, on top of that, and it wasn't a dirty game, we had 5 bookings as well. He dished out 5 cards. 2 of those cards, I remember, Van Dijk was one of them. I think it might have been Kwanzaa was the other one. Can't really remember, but 2 of them were for fouls that were less of fouls than when Darwin Núñez was pulled back in the box after in the first 10 minutes. I'm not really sure it was a penalty, but I'm also certain that they weren't bookable offences. And, he was just absolutely awful, as he always is. And, the sort what was that bit about going and checking on the balls, behind the goal? Why did he go check on the balls? Why did he have to do that? What was he trying to achieve? The balls were just sitting there doing nothing. I don't know. I don't know where they get these referees from, and I don't know what levels of training they have. But all jokes aside, it's really, really bad to have a league that is, the number 1 league in the world, that I think, and I don't watch all the leagues, but of the games I see in other leagues, with the worst possible refereeing that you can have. Absolutely shocking. Anyway, I had to mention him because something's got to be done. By the way, one thing I noted today, how great is it to see Anfield with a crowd of over 60,000? 60,061 were there today. So, it's been a long time coming, getting crowds to match the size of club that we are, but to see over 60,000 is fantastic. So a few shout outs. The first one is to the entire defence, because we sometimes forget, I sometimes forget, we're playing with only 1 regular in the back 5, and that's Virgil. We've got Kelleher, Kwanzaa, Joe Gomez at left back, and Conor Bradley, because we're missing Alisson, Trent, Robbo and Konate. I mean, 4 of the back 5 are out, the first choice back 5. And these lads, Kwanzaa, I thought he was great today. And, they do pose a threat, Brighton. And they score quite a lot of goals as well. And I just thought he was exceptional. His pace, there was one run where it was knocked down their left wing, and it was a foot race, and he just glided across that turf and got there well before the attacker. And it was a 50-50 when he started. He was brilliant. So, and a shout out to all of them, and to Virgil, the captain, who's orchestrating everything and getting all of these lads to gel and play together to the high standard that they are. Moving to the midfield, a couple of players today excelled. Endo, just week in, week out now, he just does it. Unsung hero, breaking up play, recycling the play, and he's got to be one of the signings of the season for any team. And what a difference it has made having him as that number 6, because of course it's freed up McAllister, who, when Jurgen didn't really trust Endo yet, he wasn't up to speed, was using McAllister back there. Now McAllister is playing in that advanced midfield spot. And look at his goal and assist return over the last few games. And he's just exceptional. He's at the top of his game, playing in the right position. And he was brilliant again today. And that ball into Mo Salah for the winning goal was exquisite. So fantastic, both of them. The final shout out goes to the scorer of the first goal, and very, very unlucky not to have a brace, and that is Luis Diaz. And yeah, he can be frustrating at times, and in a few games this season, he hasn't had that end product. He sort of ran down blind alleys, or he hasn't got the right cross in or the right pass in. But he did today. And 2 exquisite finishes. I mean, the second one was that far offside, if it was offside. Not sure about those lines either. But he was great. And I mean, that fella puts in 110% every single week, and we need to recognise just what an asset he's been for us all season. So anyway, 9 games to go. If we win the ball, we're champions. I know. Not getting ahead of myself. 1 game at a time and all that, but it's a fact. There's a lot of football to be played. There's probably a lot of twists and turns to come. But we're in pole position, and any one of us would have taken this at any stage of the season, even before a ball was kicked, when we had a brand new midfield coming into the team. And it says a lot about Jurgen Klopp, says a lot about the character of this team, that we are points ahead of the nearest challengers. And don't forget, we should be even more points ahead as well, but I've said enough about that in the past. Right, so Sheffield United at Anfield next. No game can be taken for granted, but if I was going to pick a game that I wouldn't mind having, it's probably this one. Very strangely, it's on a Thursday. We play our next 2 games. We play after Man City and Arsenal both times, so they can catch and overtake us, but then we can get back at it. It's the only thing I'd be complaining more about the Thursday, except that Man United, who is on game after Sheffield United, are also playing on the Thursday as well. So both teams will have the same amount of rest. So anyway, fantastic weekend of football. The absolute perfect day today. Well done, lads. The pressure was on, the nerves were there, but we pulled it. We pulled through. Fully deserved that win. And so I'll finish by saying happy Easter, everybody. Hope you're having a great day, and you'll never walk alone.